As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, the people of the Indian Ocean rebuilt their lives. Homes were reconstructed, schools reopened, and survivors supported each other with compassion. Though the tsunami took hundreds of thousands of lives, it also revealed something powerful: the strength of humanity. The memory of that day remains, not as a tale of destruction alone, but as a reminder of resilience, courage, and the importance of protecting our communities. The sun rose again, shining over a coastline forever changed, but filled with hope that no wave could ever wash away. Soon, the world responded. The United Nations, Red Cross, and organizations from dozens of countries sent help. Relief camps were set up. Long rows of white tents lined the destroyed coast. Doctors treated the injured, volunteers distributed food, and children received blankets and toys. Slowly, hope returned. Families reunited. Communities began to rebuild, step by step. Even in the face of such immense loss, the human spirit refused to break. Kindness, courage, and unity filled the places where the waves had left only devastation. Rescue workers, volunteers, and soldiers from around the world rushed to help. They climbed through debris, pulled survivors from wreckage, and carried the injured on makeshift stretchers. Helicopters dropped water, food, and medical supplies. Every rescued life felt like a miracle. Yet for every life saved, countless others were lost. Mass graves were prepared as communities mourned together. People searched through mud, looking for loved ones with hope and fear in their hearts. It was a race against time, a desperate struggle to find life in the middle of overwhelming destruction. Hours later, when the last wave receded, a heavy silence covered the land. What remained looked nothing like the world before. Streets were gone. Entire communities had vanished. Survivors wandered through the ruins in shock, searching for family, holding on to whatever they found: photographs, shoes, toys. Rescue teams began arriving, stepping over mud, broken wood, and fallen structures as they searched for anyone still alive. The cries of the injured and the grieving echoed through destroyed towns. It was a landscape of unimaginable sorrow. The true scale of the tragedy was only beginning to reveal itself. Just when survivors thought the worst was over, the second wave struck, bigger and more powerful than the first. It crashed over the ruins, pushing everything farther inland. Buses overturned, rooftops floated away like islands, and bridges collapsed under the violent pressure. Then came the third wave, spreading destruction even deeper into cities and villages. There was no escape. Some people climbed tall trees, others ran toward higher ground, but the waves were relentless, sweeping away anything left standing. The coastline, once full of life and color, was now a muddy battlefield of broken homes, shattered roads, and drifting debris. As the tsunami moved inland, everything it touched was destroyed. Houses were crushed like paper. Cars floated like toys, smashing into whatever stood in front of them. Families were separated in moments. People clung to rooftops, trees, and whatever they could grab, but the water was merciless. It carried debris, metal, wood, and mud with terrifying force. Streets that were once filled with life became brown rivers of destruction. The sound of rushing water drowned the screams of thousands. In just minutes, entire neighborhoods disappeared. Villages that had stood for generations were wiped off the map. And the nightmare wasn't over. More waves were coming. Then, on the horizon, a dark shape emerged. It wasn't a normal wave. It was a towering wall of water, rising higher and higher as it approached the land. People began to scream. Some froze in fear, others ran desperately. The wave roared like thunder as it consumed everything in its path. Within seconds, it reached the shore, smashing through homes, hotels, cars, and trees. No one could outrun it. Streets turned into violent rivers. The force of the water ripped buildings apart. It was as if the entire ocean had risen to swallow the coastline whole.